king. The soundtrack was for Disney. She had all the rights. She was blackity black on Disney Plus for the world to see. I think that's huge, regardless of how some Africans may have felt about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She has some Butters artists on it. Some of my favorite artists on it. I love it.
She did it.
It was very colorful.
Yeah. The details. Oh, I'm sorry.
And she worked with
African
director.
His name is Kwesi.
Costume people.
His name is Kwesi, okay? I was like, look at her using a Kwesi.
Okay, well, since we want to do the whole name thing.
Oh, Lord.
Number 44? Oh, okay. What was his name?
Oh, my gosh.
All right, this has nothing to do, the Obamas were not in it.
But they're best friends with
use names.
But you do know there's a street in Brooklyn named Ave.
You know what?
It's not my job.
I'm done. I can't.
And there is a rapper called
Listen.
I can't.
Okay. And I quote.
Let's go back.
And I quote.
Bring it in.
I'm so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. Y'all be so pressed while I'm raising daughters, sons of empires. Y'all make me chuckle. Stay in your struggle. Crystal blue water, pina colada in. You stay Ramada in. My baby father, bloodline Rwanda.
Is that a jab at a certain group of people? Or is it a jab at people who criticize her?
You know, ever so often, if y'all notice Beyonce, because Beyonce is a very quiet individual.
She takes out her pettiness in her music.
Yeah, ever so often she have to check people. She check people.
She does it in her music.
We all do it. Yeah, she check people. But she does it professionally. She gets paid while she checking people.
Did she have a petty moment where
she used a little chocolate little boy, and then a chocolate man when he got older. And one thing that she did that made me almost tear, because I thought about my grandmother, she actually had a real elder there when he went up in that whatever.
Oh yeah.
That actually reminded me of the rites of passage that we used to do. And I was just like, we don't have that. We don't have elders that we can kneel in front of and just let them, just bestow their wisdom on us. Now, grandmas is grandmas at 24.
Exactly. Wait. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
Here you go.
I may not have been 24, but I am a grandmother. And I may not look like your typical nana. However, I'm a nana.
You sure are, because you be watching them kids as you work while you're working.
Listen, my mother was a grandmother at your age.
I am nurturing. I am teaching. Although sometimes I'm yelling, but I'm teaching them how to cook clean.
Most of the time.
These kids are learning how to bake from scratch. I'm teaching them how to read and write. I'm teaching them how to love.
I'm talking about like the grandma, like the Cicely Tyson. I'm talking about like, yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
But I do that.
Yes, but you're not that. You're not an elder yet. Like I'm talking about.
I don't look like. That's what I'm saying. I don't look like her.
You too stylish. You too stylish. You like.
I am her. She is.
Like we talking about an elder that just.
That's all it is, Keisha. She wants you. Keisha, you gotta wear a dress code. She wants you to get that dress code.
And you gotta wear house coats.
And the slippers. You gotta
slippers.
Push your feet.
You gotta make hair hats and collard greens on a Tuesday.
Wait a minute, I do.
You gotta make Sunday dinner on a Monday.
Don't catch me recording looking like that with the house full of my pins on it. Because my uncle's got pins on it, okay?
You know what?
You have old candy in your pocketbook that's half eaten?
I'm done. I'm done.
Yo, you gotta have a purse.
Here's the crazy. But here's the funny thing.
She gotta wear it older. She gotta wear it over her bosom. You know, her bosom. See, you ain't no real elder. The real elder can make something out of dirt and put it on your face. Lick her tongue and get the crust off your face. That's an elder.
Wait, I ain't never tell you some things to do with your children. Get them kids thirsty tea.
Yes. You do give me the old school remedies, but you don't look like no elder.
I have never seen you wear a slip.
Don't get so
scared. Yes.
Don't get
I got a drawer full of slips right
I got slips in I got a slip.
I still got my grandmother.
You gotta wear brassiere. You don't wear bras. You're not an elder
unless you at the bottom of your skirt.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me just let y'all know. I'm wearing brassieres.
Wait, her breasts do look like a Big Mama.
Yeah,
they're like Big Mama breasts.
It like going to a point. You know.
Yes. That's a Big Mama breast. You passed the test.
Brassieres.
You got that I Love Lucy bra. You got the I Love Lucy bra, girl.
You passed the test, Keisha.
You win.
You did that from the beginning.
You win.
Right, we would have let you pass from the beginning.
You should have led with the boobs. You should have led with the boobs. We wouldn't have been here for
That would stop the whole argument.
You gotta talk about candy and slips and slippers.
So y'all gonna respect my grandma.
I told Kaya this morning, if I was in that choir scene with that purple suit on, I'm sorry. God know what he be doing, because I was like,
I had to do like 78 takes. Talk about, ma'am, we need you to focus, look straight.
I'll be focused on her the whole time.
Beyonce, she'd be, oh, spirit, watch the heavens.
But I promise you, I would have been in the front though. Now I would try to get next to her, because that's Beyonce. But
they'd be like, ma'am, we're not swaying from side to side. Where you going?
But
look,
let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in.
You went there. Now you want to reel it in. What's the takeaways, ladies?
Say.
Oh my gosh.
I know it's got to break out of the song. The takeaways are Beyonce put out a body of work that either you're going to love it or you're not going to love it. For those that love it, inhale it, soak up as much as you can. Let it be a guide for you to do your research, learn more of the continent, learn more of what it is to be Black in America. There's so many different messages that was in that visual that
actually look at it.
Right, watch it. And like you said, Kaya, you watched it 6 times. Well, me watching it was kind of hard too, because I'm watching and working at the same time.
Right. So it's like you watching it in pieces.
But just try to inhale as much as you can. If you watched it and you critiqued it the first time you watch it again. Sometimes you have to watch something 3 times to get it. You ever watch a movie that you've seen 15 times and
you're like, how did that happen?
That's like with music for me. I'm like, did y'all hear this harmony? No.
I was just about to say, like when you're learning a song, you can learn the song the first time and you listen to it the first time, and then the second time around, you be like, oh wait, no, there's a diminished chord right here. Okay. Right. Oh, I see what it was. You know what I'm saying? So I was just watching the credits after a while, and I would pause and I would see who's on that list.
You know, that's the great thing. That's one of the things that I miss about cassettes and
CDs.
Don't do that to your face.
Because you can actually open
it. Because remember, you would take your time to open the leaflet and read through the credits.
Right.
And that's how you learned about You learned about so many different artists, the people who are the writers,
Right.
the arranger.
Her name showed up first in every song.
Every category.
Yeah.
On her credits. But I said, even the one with T1, that she wasn't even in. It said written by Beyonce, Knowles Carter. I said, well,
we won't touch that. We won't touch that.
You know, she put her name on everything. Even if she just did a hoop, she was just like,
that's mine. That's all mine. That's me. Not you, me.
Did you notice that she also paid homage to a lot of the big movies?
Oh yeah, like Coming to America.
Oh yeah.
The Color Purple, yeah.
Is that second video? I believe she was paying homage to Michael Jackson. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. When he was just all in the black, he just had the black background and he had the glitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
it looked like
the crystal bodysuit.
Yes,
right.
Yes. That's why I thought about it, because I'm just like, she was paying homage to certain things when her and Blue Ivy were doing the.
And then
who does that anymore? We don't do that. You know.
Yeah. To the tree and the wind and everything. That was another Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, Beyonce, that's a bad woman. She really is. I give her all her respect because she deserves it. She really, because no one else is doing what she's doing.
She's that entertainer right now. You know, we grew up on Michael.
Right.
I don't care what nobody say.
I had the buttons and everything.
Don't get me wrong. Let me tell y'all, I'm a Prince fan. I love me some Prince.
Me too, girl.
I love me some Prince memes.
Your blouses.
Prince was my boyfriend. First, Michael Jackson was my boyfriend, then Prince was my boyfriend.
I still study Michael to this day. No, you gotta study what was put out before you so you know what you put out.
I be like, I like old school music, like, you know, Anita Baker. And I'm like, that's my era. How that old school? I'm like, wait a minute, am I old?
Have your moment.
So what are your takeaways?
She's finally at a place where she can do these songs and this movie and be unapologetic. She can be who she is, and it's her. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's Beyonce. It's Beyonce. So she
who gonna check
this time, right? Who gonna check her? She's Beyonce. She's taking this time and using her platform to expose Black and African culture.
And you know, to piggyback on what Shauna just said, because there've been so many negative images of Africa over the years, Beyonce kind of doing them a favor over there. Because
you should be saying thank you.
Yeah, and the reason why I say that is because even though she's not representing the 50 countries within the continent, now somebody who never was even thinking about Africa may want to do some reading about Africa now, because now she's opened the doors for people to say, wow, that's a beautiful country. There was not one ugly scene in that movie. Even when Simba was going through his evil moments where he was going down the wrong path, it still was beautiful.
Yeah.
So, you know, so she actually is opening the door for anyone that has the common sense to do a little reading and want to gain some knowledge. She's opening the door for them to do that at this point.
So is anybody thinking about going back to Africa as a result
of this? No, I've always wanted to go. It has nothing to do with Black is King. It's just,
I mean, this is another video. I don't have the desire right now. I think maybe when I get older.
There are so many places that I would like to go to. I don't know if I would make it to at least do 3 places that I would love to see. Like you just want to experience like the Ivory Coast, and you know, I think I mean, I don't care what people say. I still want to see Egypt. I do. I still want to see. And guess what? Guess where Egypt is, people?
In Africa.
Africa. Regardless of how many times they try to make it seem like they're Middle Eastern, no, it's Northern Africa.
Right. Yeah, and I'm on the fence of if I want to go to Egypt. That's another video.
Well, not now, you know.
Right. But in 3 years, right?
Because I've heard from people that go over there, they make it their business to let tourists know we are not Black. So
well,
I could go into a whole
yeah, that's another story. That's another story.
But as I get older and I'm having a little more wisdom, I'm kind of like, I don't want to go anywhere where Black people are not liked. Mm-hmm. Why am I going to give you my money and you don't like me?
So you just want to be in places where you're celebrated.
Right.
Yeah, as an artist, and I really appreciate the artistry within everything that she's done. It just makes artists now like realize how far they could take it, like how
much they have to attain,
how much that you can actually
not arrive,
right, and how much potential you can actually reach for, and just open your minds up to like, yo, I could think outside of the box, even though this has probably been done before, but for this generation, for them to see something like this, it's just like, yo, there's so much more that we could actually put out there for visualization. Like that was like, yo, every detail in that, I was just like, yo, she really thought that through. Mm-hmm. Like everything is not surface. There's so many layers that you could peel back from in artistry. And it's just like, yo, she's a GOAT. Like she's Kobe. She's Kobe.
Yeah. That's a very good
yeah, I agree. Analogy.
We respect the artistry.
Yes.
And I say bravo to her. She
did that.
She got me wanting to dance again. She got me wanting to learn.
I know. I said I was just like, oh, I need to find a dance class.
Wait, she pointed her toe. Right. Even when Blue Ivy was like this and her hands were positioned properly. Like, what? She is studying.
This was another moment of just being so proud to be Black. Like, yo, nobody can touch us, son. Like,
that's why they hate us so much.
Exactly.
I'm so unbothered. Y'all be so pressed. Wow, I'm raising daughters.
So let's remember that Black is beautiful.
It is. Black is everything. Black is king.
Right,
Black is king. Love us, support us. It's our responsibility to constantly support us. We have to
educate ourselves.
Educate ourselves, educate our children. It is our responsibility to raise strong Black children that know who they are, respect who they are. No one can take who they are away from them. We have to push it and 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 push it. And I don't care how long I say push it. Like, it's so important that our sons and our daughters know who they are, understand who they are, respect who they are, and don't let anyone tell them that they are something other than what they are. Because we know that we have mastered everything. Don't believe the hype. Pyramids were built by who?
Africans.
We mastered mathematics. We've mastered science. We've mastered everything.
Look up ancient Kemet.
That's right.
You want to look up Egypt.
That's right.
Ancient Kemet. Kemet.
So no, and don't let anyone tell you that you are less than a king. Meghan Markle being a princess.
Meghan Markle was just like, British got to get their act together. Meghan Markle got Harry over there talking about Black Lives Matter. Hello.
And she ain't wearing no stockings. That girl good.
She's like what? She's the first princess.
I can't, yo.
Princess in a European country.
Harry's my hero.
Harry, he was like, family what? This same family killed my mother. I'm not gonna let you do it to my wife. I got her back, and Archie, and Archibald. Come on, let's go.
Let's think about it. His son is a black child.
Let's go.
His son is a black child. You know, there's a few movies that, you know, we can suggest people watch, documentaries that we can suggest that people watch. There's so much information out there. We're in the information age that anything you want to know, you can find it. I can't believe you did that to my Zay.
No, Winky a thug. I don't care what nobody.
He was like, message.
I'm still recording. Goodbye.
Black is king.
Black is king.
It's the king. He came in at the end. He came in at the end.
And he says, if we tell him something, he was like, but I'm a little king.
If Trump could do it, he definitely could do it.
Listen, if this pandemic and Rona didn't do anything for Black parents, Black parents should be teaching your children, not just math, writing, rewriting, arithmetic, but you also should be teaching them about your history.
Mm-hmm.
And if you as a
never
parent,
too early.
And you as a parent don't know your history, guess what you need to do?
Learn it.
Educate yourself so that you can educate your children. Because a child's first teacher is his who?
Parent.
His
Mother. His mother. Yep.
With the brassiere. Okay.
With the brassiere.
I love us. On that note, thank you to my sisters. God, I love us. All hues, all beauty, we are just everything wrapped up in a bow, okay? This is what exotic look like. You better learn. You better recognize.
Tell them.
My sisters, Keish, Eve, Shauna, and Cho. Till next time, between sisters, this is what we do. You know we got a lot to say.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of A Maven's Tale.
You know, in the midst of darkness, there's always a piece of light that you can, grab.
Find it. You have to find it, because whatever it is that's going to add joy and peace to your life, any of those things, find it.
Don't forget to subscribe.